Okay, hi everyone. I hope you're well. Welcome to the first kind of founders meeting for Posting Pilot. So you're going to learn what it is in this call. You're going to hear from Matthew, the amazing developer. We might even let Mr. Hollis say a couple of words, who's joined us. So if you don't know Robert, he's a legend in the industry, and it's good to. Okay, look, he's Matthew's father, so he's obviously a bit biased, but he does seem to like what we're building together here. So, and it's always great to have Robert's input. So what I'll do is I'll just go through these slides very very quickly because I hate when you sit on those calls and it's just full of slides. But I think it is kind of worth just setting the scene here, right? So, welcome to Posting Pilot. That's the first thing. Okay, so it was actually yesterday. We're in the chat, and Robert said something that I actually put this in before you said, "Do we want you on the call, Robert?" So I just put this slide in. Literally, I was doing this when you said, do we want you on the call?" So what did you say? Do you want to tell everybody what you said about why MLM exists for people that can't make money at their job, and then why this exists?
Did you want me to
Yeah,
say?
you might as well. You're on.
Oh,
I'm lazy. I might as well
yeah.
let you say it.
No, absolutely. I was saying to Paul and Eric and my son Matthew that when I heard about network marketing, it's like, wow, who wouldn't do this? Because everyone needs extra money.
Who's talking on
Everyone
the screen?
needs extra money. And so what really blew my mind is I thought, wow, if people need extra money, then all of a sudden when I seen what these guys are creating, immediately what I said to myself is, wow, for people that are not making money in network marketing, this is a way that they can make extra money.
Yeah.
Not only because of the availability of being able to post stuff, whatever you're using for. It's just, man, I still struggle with that. So Matthew has always made tools for me to allow me to market to the world. And so, yeah, thank you, Paul.
No, I thought it was such a good way of putting it, right? Because a lot of people struggle. So the vision was this, right? You join a network marketing company or an affiliate marketing or even a real world business, as you're going to discover. And wouldn't it be great if you could just hire these guys to promote your business for you? So you had a guy to help
Always
you.
turn on your camera.
Sorry, can you see my screen? Oh, I don't know who
I
was
can
saying
see it,
that.
Paul.
Okay,
You're
cool.
good, Paul.
So, so you join a business, and then people like me and Eric will tell you to go and post regularly and create content and stuff like that. And we know that people struggle to do that. They might be busy at work. They might just be staring at the blank screen, not knowing what to say. Okay, they promote rather than tell a bit about yourself and some industry news and maybe some engagement posts. So the vision originally was, and you were going to have these guys in the back office, but we moved away from that to make it simpler. Matthew is a genius at simplifying this stuff. So you had Alex who could sort of meet you and help you onboard, right? And what context and tell us about yourself. And then Daniel would put together a strategy, and Maya would make content for you. And then we've got James to make sure it's compliant with the FTC and your business. And then we've got Elena who can help build maybe a lead capture page. And then Priya who would actually follow up with people even. And it's Marcus is the lead intelligence analyst who works with Sophia, and this will self-learn, guys. So it will check your posts, it will check the engagement, it will see what works, what doesn't, it will cut what doesn't, it will do more of what works. So it's always going to improve itself again and again and again, which is pretty cool. Then you've got you can use this for your business, but look at this. There are estimated 8 to 12 million people in the USA, and you can read the rest if you really want to, that are in some kind of network marketing, Etsy, maybe selling something online, or an affiliate marketing deal. So you've got 8 to 12 million people that could use this in our industry, just in the USA. And then if you look at businesses that are up to 5 employees, so I'm talking like pizza places, coffee shops, dog groomers, fitness trainers, that do you think after a hard day at work, the first thing on their mind is, oh, I better go and do some social media? Because they're probably good at making pizzas, they're probably not good at being online marketers. So the alternative is to go and hire a social media company or a campaign. The average for that, I looked, is between $500 and $1,500 a month. And there are a lot that go way beyond that. So we've got something that isn't just for, our industry. You could take this out to real world businesses. So the timeline as it stands at the minute, we're looking to launch if Matthew pulls his finger out and works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which he seems to. Then
I
we
try.
hope to launch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we hope to launch
Yeah, I
this on the.
tried.
We hope to launch this on the 1st of June. And then we're looking to give you guys, I mean, Matthew might talk more on this, but we think logins, proper logins to back office and everything on the 16th. That's next week, maybe earlier. That gives us time for feedback, sort out bugs, refine things. Hopefully, affiliate links the same day as we launch again, if not before. When we give you the logins. Then what we're going to do is when we launch, we're going to do a big launch. You can all promote the launch and use your affiliate link to promote the launch. So you guys get first promotion. And then on the launch, we'll do a live and it will be recorded. There'll be replays and everything. And obviously you can go ahead and hopefully make some good sales from this if you want to, or you can just use it for your own business. Absolutely fine. At the minute, there are 30 founder spots at $500. You never pay the lifetime fee. There's 11 left, I think. Is it now 11? Or is it? Yeah, 11 left. We've just sold 2 today, and then the price will go up to $650 in the run up to the launch is the plan. So if you're interested, now's a good time to do it. You'll never pay the monthly fee. Expected price $99 a month, and that seems pretty set. So with that said, we're going to hand it over to Matthew. But please, rather than sort of interrupt him and will it do this and
You
can it
my
do that?
cute puppy.
Can you mute out? I'm just going to mute Kenny. Q&A after, please. Can we let Matthew do his magic and his stuff? And if you've got questions, you can ask them in the chat and I'll read them out after, but I'll open it up to everybody after Matthew's shared what he's got to share with us. So over to you, sir.
Well, thank you so much, Paul. And in general, you guys, like the cool thing about artificial intelligence and having the ability to use this technology, and my goal is to take all of the brain work about what to post, how to create the images, how to create the videos, all of the prompt engineering work. I want that to be on my end. So even as founders, when you guys are in here, as we're going through the onboarding and you get the login, I'm going to work with each one of you personally to make sure we're getting the result that we need. You know what I mean? The result that you want. So the way that Posting Pilot works is you can basically take any... Is everything all right?
I'm going to remove Charles Day Robert from making noise.
There you go. Yeah, no problem. So in general, Posting Pilot is like, think of it like the brain for your social media stuff. So you can focus on the heart of your business, the part of your business that you want to be focusing on. So it's like, instead of the generating the leads part or the prospecting part, I want to try to grow Posting Pilot, and we want to try to grow Posting Pilot well past just being able to create content, but to help you guys build and grow your businesses. Like, we have really massive plans when it comes to the platform in general. So I say that at the beginning to say that each part of this, we see it as a phase or a step in Posting Pilot becoming better. And each one of those phases will have almost a mini launch. As I continue to add more stuff past launch and things along those lines, we're going to refine stuff. But Posting Pilot uses the best artificial intelligence software that exists currently at this time. My name's Matthew Hollis. I've been working on this technology since early ChatGPT days. I mean, I was doing local models and stuff on my computer. So I have a love for artificial intelligence and for computing and programming. And I just happen to have grown up in arguably one of the best marketing environments to learn with my father that exists. So, you know, me and my dad have went out and grown companies to 750,000 reps. We've made millions of dollars in network marketing, millions of dollars in affiliate marketing, all different kinds of stuff. So all of that knowledge on top of everything from Paul and Eric is also going into how the prompts are written, how the posts are created, everything along those lines with Posting Pilot. So the goal is to completely automate that process for you guys. And the cool thing about it is as you're posting and as you're watching it, if you are engaging with it, whether you want to or not, there's a lot to learn there, right? Like to learn what's working and what's not working for your business from an automated perspective. And that is incredibly valuable. I like to think of it like Paul was saying when he was going through all the employees. It's like having all of these different people that are coming to you, like your Elon Musk or some CEO going, what about this? What about this? And you're just saying yes or no, right? Or change this or change that. And this is going to be, yeah, you'll be able to use it on more than one computer. Absolutely. You'll be able to use it on your phone too. So what I want to do is the first thing I want to do is show you guys like a demo of what it looks like, right? I move pretty quickly as far as making stuff goes, because I'm not a programmer in the normal sense. I am the type of person that has multiple computers around me right now with AI agents inside of them that build all of this stuff. So the cool thing is as we're going through this process, you guys, of you being founders, and we're working on something that we can all market together and use together, it's very easy to iterate and create things. I was working on this stuff before I got on here. You know, Paul and Eric have just seen this. This didn't exist yesterday. You know what I mean? I built this in one day. And so we're consistently making it cleaner, nicer, and I'm a huge advocate for there not being any friction. Like if it could be one button, I want it to be, instead of it being, 15 different things that you have to memorize. I want this to be easy for you to use, even if you're not like adept with computers. You know what I mean? You'll be able to use it on your phone and all different kinds of things. So what you're seeing here is the demo that all of you guys will get the login to. So this week, what will happen is you guys will be able to go through an onboarding and give all of your information. Now I have AI in this, so you can just post your link, maybe to your affiliate program, your network marketing company, your personal business, and it tries to pull a lot of that information just for you, so you don't have to fill it all out, right? And it will eventually pull pictures too if they exist. So if I just put any domain in here, I'm going to do one that I just built. What it's going to do is it's going to read the entire website, look for copy, look for the offer, look for what it is, and put it all in the form here. So you can see Feel Factor X is the name of the product. You can change the platform. You can fill all this in or change it yourself, but I wanted it to be as automated as possible. So, what the offer detail is, it's got introductory pricing. This is like a fuel treatment thing that I worked on. So all of this I could change, or I could just click next for references. Now, this is where artificial intelligence gets powerful. This is a demo. When you guys go through onboarding, you won't have to do this unless if you just want to create stuff for other people or just make things yourself. This tool is just to really like show you how to do it. But when you onboard, the AI will know all of this information. It will know your logo. It will know whether you want to use an AI influencer or someone else as the influencer. Maybe you want to use yourself, that's all doable. You guys can use this platform to create an AI influencer if you don't want to be on camera, right? So that's a huge benefit to a lot of people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and add some reference assets. I'll scroll through here and pick a few. So we're going to find the person. I'm going to just do my good friend Chris here that I worked with Feel Factor X with. We'll do the product. So I'll find that. There's like a cute picture of my son in here, but let me see. I've got an almost 11-month-old. So places and background. So we're going to do a gas station, and then we'll do the logo. And like I said, soon the AI will just pull all this from the page you send. So it will be able to visually look and go, this is a logo, this is the place, this is the product, put it all in there and pull that in there for you. And then this is something I just added because I wanted to. So this is an extra direction. You could really say anything you want in here, and the AI is going to take that and use that when it writes the prompts and uses the reference images, reference videos, anything like that. So if this is too complex for you, don't worry. I'm going to help you guys with this process. It's not something that you have to do by yourself, but you can if you want to. So as far as extra direction, I'm going to give it some directions as far as what I want the images and the scenes to look like. Have the person at a product, or have a person at the gas station place. I'm going to actually start that over. Have the person promoting the product at the gas station place, have him pouring it into the fuel tank and talking about why it's important to take care of your fuel treatment. Have him have a southern accent and have him say, this is the best fuel treatment in existence. The next thing that you do is you pick what compute you want. This is going to be basically based off of how detailed you want the AI stuff. So the sense is that like everything costs compute when it comes to artificial intelligence. So if you're running the very big video models, and I'm going to show you some videos in a second that it's capable of creating, and it's going to blow you guys away, but it takes longer, it takes more compute, it costs more. So there's certain aspects to that sometimes you maybe just want fast content, sometimes you really don't mind waiting or spending a little bit of extra credits or whatever it may be. So for this, I'm just going to go with standard. And what should we do? Should we do 1 image, 1 video, 3 images in a video, or a carousel with 4 images in a video? What do you think, Paul?
Sorry, I was reading something else. Let's do
No problem.
let's just for this 1 image, 1 video, shall we? Or no, 3 image
Cool.
angles and a video. Let's do that.
Perfect. So it's going to let you review all of the information before you go. You can go back to edit and change things. It's just asking you. And then once you click generate, it's going to queue up, and all you have to do is just leave your computer here. If you do leave, it will be fine as well. It saves it. It'll stay here and generate it regardless if you leave or not. But what it's doing now is it's just going to go through and check all of the inputs and references. It's writing stuff right now in the background. It'll tell you how long this takes. And one of the cool things about this is you're going to see here in a second something that I added. Oh, did I get muted? It will pull the information from the products and stuff that you're selling and actually give you like ideas, right? So this is a fuel additive or a fuel treatment. So while I'm sitting here waiting and it's generating the stuff, it will increase, it will give you like stuff that you could even share when you're promoting the product, right? Like it searches the internet, finds interesting stuff and allows you to kind of like market that stuff in specific or like talk about it, right? So as this is generating, because this is going to take 3 to 5 minutes, this is AI just making stuff, right? What we can do is we can go through a couple. So here's our good friend Paul, right? So this is one of the products that he uses, and it has voice on it. You're not going to hear it on Zoom here, but in general, you can see like you can basically take you and do really anything. Like it's infinite. Or this could be an AI influencer. This doesn't have to be you, right? And I'm talking like infinite content here. So if you have a different business, right? Exodus Elite or anything else, you can add multiple businesses. So it adds text, it adds audio, it adds music, it adds your voice. So this is the type of content now that you can post. And the goal with Posting Pilot is eventually it will just schedule all the posts for you, look at the analytics, and then rearrange and figure out what content works best. So you can just completely automate it, or you can like have fun with it, because there are people that just want to generate stuff themselves, right? And we have that option as well. So here's more. This is all AI, by the way, guys. So this guy that you're watching right now that's promoting this product, I should really actually add audio into this. If you guys could hear the voices and stuff, it's really insane. So you can promote any product. This is multiple different network marketing companies, and you can see just the quality.
There are sound with these guys, by the way. I think, is it just
Yeah.
because you've not clicked the share sound button?
Is it not working?
Yeah, when you
Hold on
share
one second.
screen, you can click to share
Hey Matt,
sound.
you could unshare, and then when you go back to share, then click
I
that
see
button.
it. I see it.
There you go.
Got it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
It muted you.
Yeah, can you unmute, Matt?
There we go. Can you guys hear me?
Try it again. Oh, what's going on?
My arch nemesis.
Technology, eh? Who'd have thought?
Well, I was gonna say my arch nemesis Zoom is that's funny. So anyway, all of these have audio. I can share them with you guys, and I'll send a page where it has a bunch of examples. But all of these are just a product. So like this is just a network marketing product page. I gave it the link. It filled in everything. It already knew the product, but I gave it the product just to make sure. And then I said, I gave it a picture of this woman who is AI generated, and I said, create a video talking about how great the product is. And it knew the information of the product. She's talking about the quality of the booster and what it does. You can see that she's pouring it into her drink and everything. Like a majority of people, I think we're at the point where they would not know that this is artificial intelligence. And this
Hey,
could be
Matthew.
you. Yeah, go ahead.
If you let me share my screen for a minute, I'll play
Sure.
those videos so people can see them because I shared them on my Facebook. So for people that
Oh,
haven't
sick.
seen them, yeah,
Yeah,
and you
go
should
ahead
get
and do
the
that,
sound.
please,
You should
because
get the sound.
the audio matters.
Yeah, because you guys need to see this work as well as it works because it's pretty incredible. Right.
You drive a gas car, try Fuel Factor X. I add it before I fill combustion. Seen MPG improve. Bonus, it helps cut emissions and supports engine life. So if you drive a gas car, try Fuel Factor X.
You're a social media manager and you're still guessing what to post? Stop. Posting Pilot uses AI to map my whole week for clients. Ideas, captions, and the schedule. So I stay consistent without spreadsheets. If you're a social media manager and
Pretty good, eh?
honestly, Booster Hibiscus tastes incredible. NNRF2 catalyst, natural caffeine, vitamins, fast clean energy, no crash. Honestly, Booster. It's from Norwegian salmon, natural GLP-1 support. A few drops daily and my cravings chill. For me, honestly, Booster Hibiscus
So
Hey,
it's
guys.
really
incredible.
good at UGC content, which is like user generated content, which is what you just saw, but it's capable of doing things much more significant than that. It can do like fully animated type video stuff. The sky's the limit, right? It's like you can do stuff like this with it as well. Let me reshare my screen. But thanks for sharing, Paul.
I just wanted people to know it had sound.
Yeah, right. It generates sound and music and stuff, and you'll be able to add your own music and things like that too. But yeah, you could have fully animated crazy stuff like this, right? So it's nuts the amount of cool stuff that you can actually pull off with it. Just in general. So what we're going to show now, you know, you can keep going. Like these are some from the Fuel Factor stuff, but we're probably ready to go on some of the generation. So you saw some of these. So we'll go back to the demo. So here's the images that we got so far. So you can see he's pouring Fuel Factor X in. We got the gas station. You have 3 different posts here. So here's the suggested title. It tells you why it works. You can view what the prompt was if you wanted to know what the inputs were. And then you can, of course, open it, download it, or refine it. Say, I want it warmer, punchier, shorter, more visual, or less hypey, right? So some of these are super cool. You can see it's kind of crazy because they end up being almost like professional ads, right? And so you can go as far as you want with it. You can have them as simple as you want, or you can have them as complex as you want. Video generation takes a little bit longer, so that's still going. But you just saw all of these images with the person and the product and the gas station and everything took about a minute to generate, and you've got captions, everything there. So the goal is to find the best versions of these and auto schedule them for your social media and then post them and then watch the analytics and then move forward. So as we're waiting on that video to generate, I'm going to show you a couple quick videos of just what the like engine is actually capable of doing. So these are things that I've made, right? So you won't have sound for this, of course, but it can almost make movies at this point. So when we're talking about being able to, the number one thing that I would say that I'm good at that differentiates me from the other people that do this stuff is this creative artwork and this creative stuff. The goal is not to create an AI that generates content that gets no clicks and no views. Like nobody wants that. You guys are not paying for that. You guys are not marketing something like that. I don't want to make something like that. So the goal is to actually create something that stops people and they look at the content. And so I'm showing you these even bigger examples of what's possible because you could do this with products. You could do this with really anything, right? Like you could have someone skydiving out of an airplane holding a product talking about it or whatever it may be. So like think more in that sense too of what is possible. And when you think about that type of content scrolling through Facebook or scrolling through Instagram, nobody's making stuff like that. Like that really just is in a different caliber of content creation. And soon it's going to be in all of your guys' hands and you'll be able to promote it. So you can make stuff like this, right? So these are all just prompts, just like you guys saw. And there's also viral content, right? So making things like this that are super, super stop in your tracks. Like, why is this robot chasing these pigs, right? But the thing about advertising and marketing is these types of videos do well and get shared, and the AI will pepper stuff into these things to promote what you're promoting. So it's like getting a viral video and it's promoting a product. And some of you guys may have seen these. You know, I don't like them, but like it'll be like somebody telling you a story, right? And then they'll go blah, 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 and my boyfriend did this or whatever. And then they'll like reference some website while they're talking. And it's a website you've never heard of. They're like, and you know, I got our stats from blah, 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 and it told me this and that. That's user generated content. But the thing is they're drawing you in with a story and then dropping the link on you. They're not just being like promotion, promotion, promotion. So the goal is not to just create, like you saw all of those demo things where that's just straight promotion. The goal is to have promotion posts with other posts that are doing incredibly well, that go viral, that get likes, that get comments. So then we can overall boost, you know, how many leads you're getting, how many sales you're getting, all of those different kinds of things. So there's only one last thing that I'll show you guys, and then we'll go into Q&A. And we'll see if that video got done generating. It takes a little bit for Seedance 2 is the option that we're using, but it takes a little bit of time for those videos to generate. Can you see my screen correctly?
Yeah, we can. But obviously, guys, you know, you could set this up on a Monday morning before you go out to work for the week and just let it make the content. You come back at lunchtime or in the evening, and you just we're always going to say you need to check it through, right? But you can, in theory, just click a button, approve. You don't even have to look at it. Just click approve. It'll schedule it all out with the right mix of promotion and social and engagement, and you can just sit back. But you should look at it, obviously, because AI is AI. But imagine that, eh? What a dream.
No, the approval process I would recommend, because I would say full automation with artificial intelligence, of course, is the end goal, and it will be accomplished. It's an inevitability. But the manual selection of the process is important for multiple reasons. One, to make sure that the content that's going out is what you actually want. Two, as you're going through and clicking yes, we're learning, the AI is learning what you like and what you don't like, so it can make more consistent content that you like, because that's important. And then number three, compliance, right? Every single social media platform that exists, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, have massive compliance things when it comes to automation with these tools. So if you guys are approving the process, the amount of things that we're capable of doing on these platforms grows. Does that make sense? For like all of us.
Yeah.
So as great as it would be to fully automate it, I'm looking at it as, hey, you get a notification on your phone. Do you want to approve this week of posts? Look them over real quick. You scroll through and then just hit yes. And then they all go out scheduled for the right times and everything like that, which is what I'm about to show you real quick.
Cool.
So this is going to be the actual back office that you guys will log into as we start launching, right? And I'm working on this as we go through it. So there's many things you can do. Like I said, you could just click generate your first week. You could say, this is in the assumption that it already knows your product, already knows the person, the references, all these different kinds of things. So now all I have to do is say, lean into the founder story plus AI for underserved industries, because it's using me and I sell AI products. But I could say, you know, educational threads, customer wins, whatever. I have some pre-built ones here, and it will add some here based off of what you like or what you get used to. So you can say, how many posts do I want to do this week? 5? 7, 10, or 14. We'll do 7. What channels? LinkedIn, Instagram, X, Twitter, and Facebook. We can do all of those. And then we can just click generate 7 posts. And now it will start going through, creating all these things. Now this is a demo, so I don't think that this will fully work. But it will work just as well as everything else, right? So it's already generating all of the posts super quick. That's how fast it does it, right? So then I can go schedule 7 posts. They're scheduled. Now when I go to my calendar, you'll see that it scheduled them all out. I can grab them and move them around. So if I would go, this would be better on Tuesday, right? And you can do this all on your phone too with your finger. But if I click on any of them, I can see what the image will be, what the post will be like. I can add internal details. see maybe recommendations from the AI, right? I could just publish it now or save it. So a lot of this stuff is complex, and maybe it's stuff that you don't want to do. But for some people, they do want to do this, and I give them that option, right? So we already have all of these different posts here that it generated. We can go print this week if we want. Some of you want a more physical version. You can get all of your stuff printed out. You can schedule different posts. So you can create a post naturally yourself and generate an image or video for it. Adding all of your references, click generate image, pick the platform, see how it looks, everything like that. So we'll go back to calendar here. On the bottom, this is the best times to post. This is actually based off of all of the research and knowledge that I've done in my career of the best times to post on these platforms, but it will get to know you and learn when you get the best results. So then it will just start slotting these and go, okay, at 11 a.m., Eric gets the best results on posts like this. So schedule that at 11. You can also go to the month. So you can see the whole entire month scheduled out. So if you want to go as far as a whole entire month, wash your hands of it, go to the beach, do whatever you want to do, and just know that all the content's going out, and just get weekly reports, right, of how well everything's going. That's perfectly fine too. You could see the whole entire month, right? And then you can look at it as a list too if you want. Another feature is the DM aspect. So everybody that messages your social media accounts, and these are the business accounts, not your personal account yet, but business accounts, any messages that come through or comments, or say you tell people to comment cheers to get a DM for info, this all works through that. So you can follow all of those, and the AI will rewrite the response or pre-write the responses. And this learns your voice, right? So this allows you to control all of your social media and respond to everyone in one hub, and have the AI write your responses if need be, and see where those things are, right? So super easy to use tool, pretty simple. You can see different mentions and DMs, and they'll each have their own little icons here with the logo, so you know what platforms they're on and things along those lines. So you can see it's like, this was a comment on one of my posts. So it says, at Hollis or curious, what's your stack for shipping AIMCA so fast? If this sounds weird, it's because it's like tech jargon, right? And so it says, appreciate that, Marcus, means a lot. We've got a private cohort kicking off. So like it can push them to DM me, because one of the things about social media platforms, if you guys know, is like DMs are very heavily regulated. So the goal is to create content that gets organic traffic to respond and engage with. So then when you DM them, the platform sees that as a positive interaction, not like a cold DM. A lot of people do not know the power of that. My dad is an expert at that. It just consistently posting stuff and getting engagement. So then when he does DM people, it actually shows up in their DM inbox instead of spam, right? That's something that this tool is built to help you do. So then you've got the analytics. Here you can see what platforms are doing the best, what posts are doing the best in the last 30 days or further along those lines, right? And this will eventually be more complex. And then I'm also going to make this simple toggle. And when you click the make it simple toggle, it's all going to be in plain English, right? It's all just going to say, you've gotten 13% more engagement this week. You've gotten 10% more posts. You don't need all the graphs and all of that stuff. But some people do want that. And then up here, we have competitors. This is a crazy tool. Basically, it allows you to take a couple of competitive people, and the AI will look and seek this out for you and put these in automatically. But you can also add them yourself, like track a brand, right? And create basically an AI that every now and then will go scrape and look and see what they're doing that's working, right? And this allows you to go, okay, this post did really, really well for a competitor or somebody, my upline or something along those lines. Let's riff on this. Let's make a similar idea to this, but with my brand and my stuff. And you'll be able to just do that in like one click, right? And then over here, you have topic gaps. So this is like places they're crushing or that we could do that they're not doing. So founder-led storytelling, it says 64%. Big brands hide their humans. We shouldn't. So it's like follow with more human-generated content instead. Then you can see how often they're posting and how often you're posting. So you can kind of like go, okay, am I competing with these people or not? Then we got the settings. This is just a quick, the account stuff, reset your password, all that stuff. But I wanted to go through this because one of the things that I want to do through onboarding and working with you guys is really work on making this work for everyone. My goal is for, my grandma's 89 years old. If she could use this, I've won. You know what I mean? There's a reason all of us use iPhones, and that's my job. My job is to create a thing and wrap AI around it where any of you guys can use it and share it with anybody. So there's display and simplicity. If I click simple, you're going to watch all of the buttons over here change. So advanced shows everything. This is on by default. But if I go simple, now everything goes to my posts. When do they go out? So now it's not called calendar. It's very simple, right? If I click replies, it's the same, but it's simple. My posts, the home page is pretty much the same, but my goal is to have a simple version of this that doesn't have all of the crazy bells and whistles, unless if you want to. You just get the results that you want. Then you have plain English, instead of using marketing language, like CTR or click-through rate or something like that. It'll just say likes and comments instead of engagement rate, or when things go out instead of calendar. You've got the text size, so if visibility is an issue for you, you can raise the text size and see those things. You've got auto night mode and all those different kinds of things. There's a day and night cycle that happens with the website. I love designing things like this. So once it knows where you are, the website will change from day to night as you're using it. But you can also just switch it from day to night anytime you want to. But you can have that on automatically. So the last thing that I'm going to say is that in the dashboard, once you saw that I scheduled out posts, now it's going to basically tell me immediately what the next best action is, the number one thing that I should be doing. So it's like you have 4 replies waiting. You need to go in and respond to these replies, right? And then I could just click open inbox. It goes right to it and I can start working, right? Down here, it's like filling out your profile. So when you guys first log in on June 1st and everybody has this, you guys will already have a lot of this filled out because you're going to go through an onboarding as founders that I'm going to help you with. So we have all of this information for you. But for anybody new that's buying or when you're selling the program, this allows them to go through each individual step, know exactly where they are. Then this just tells, this is our little pilot is what we're calling him, is his name. But this will just tell you what things from the last week did really, really well for you. All right. You have your usage for the day, and then you're posting your library, upcoming posts, fresh ideas. So it's going to consistently come up with new ideas for stuff that might be interesting or different angles for you. If you click on ideas, you're going to see on posts. Let me go back here. I'm going to change it back to advanced and standard. So on the post up here, there's also ideas. You could just throw an idea and a reference in here and it will brainstorm and come up with stuff. Or you could just paste a YouTube link. I saw someone in chat going, what about blog posts? This is where you would do it. You would just click on ideas, paste the blog post you want, and then it would just start making up ideas based off of whatever you want, really anything you want. Or you could just come up with something, add references, anything you really want to. Then you can come in here to review. I made this super simple. It's just a key or an R key for reject, A for approve. So this is how the system would work for you. Once you have all the posts made, you'll just go through and approve all of them, and then your week's scheduled. So this is just how you do that. It's like I approve this post, I reject this post, I want changes. So you can go through each one of those individual ones. And then you'll have your library. This is where you'll have your references that you've uploaded as we go through onboarding. So your product location, you can always add more and reference them when you're doing your generations or posts. And then every single image or video you ever make with us will be saved here to your account, so you can download them or grab them anytime with the post too. So sometimes one of the things people don't know is that when a post does really well, it's good 3 or 4 months later to redo that post, right? Just redo it. And so this is one of those tools that can help you go, this worked 4 months ago. Let's rewrite the copy a little bit, change the image a little bit, and do it again because it did well, right? So, and then another thing I saw someone ask, different brands. Absolutely, you guys. So if you have multiple companies, multiple things you're doing, each one of these goes through an onboarding with a different logo, different message, all of those different things. So when you click on them, it will be specifically that calendar, and you can do multiple different businesses if you want to. Every single page has a tour. So if you ever get lost, you just click take the tour. It'll go through and explain everything, but I'm going to shoot videos walking you guys through every single thing on here. But if you ever get lost, just click take the tour and it'll say, here's where you search posts. Here's where the posts are. Here's how those things work, right? If I click take the tour on calendar, use the arrows to change through the dates. So that's really Posting Pilot, you guys. So we have 11 spots left at $500, and then we're raising the price to $650. But you guys will be able to get your affiliate links and all of that stuff to go through this on June 1st. But this week, you're going to get access to the demo here. So
just to clarify that, I'm looking to get the affiliate links out in advance of, well in advance of June the 1st for everybody.
Yes. So here's how this is going to work. We're going to do the onboard. You guys are going to get an email this week for onboarding. It's going to have two things. It's going to have a thing for you to go through and fill out information. And then if you have any issues at the end of that onboarding, you can schedule a call with me and I'll hop on a Zoom and help you through it if there were any issues that you are dealing with onboarding. Once you've done the onboarding, you will get access to this demo, right? And so you could put any link in here exactly the way you saw me go through it. You guys will have access to that. Any demo you go through and make in here will show up in here, and you can go through and click and look at all the things it generated and save them or do anything you want. Show it off. And then there's the gallery. One of the cool things is while we're going through this process, we can all star the ones that we make that are good. And then in the overall gallery, we're all going to see everyone's best stuff. And this allows us all to really help each other and make the product amazing. Absolutely, Peter, we'll have a video. But the cool thing is each one of these has a page that it makes. So when you generate a job through this, it's going to show it. It'll have different languages, so it will translate to different languages. But this is actually a capture page, you guys. So this is what you'll get this week with an affiliate link ahead of time. So any post that someone generates, you can use. And you can check this out. If you click Instagram, it's a different post. If you check Facebook, different post, right? And so this will have the ability this will be different because we're not doing that. But basically, it'll allow you guys to put people on a wait list, and then we'll get their email. So then when we launch on June 1st, they're already attached to your affiliate link. They're already ready to go. They've already been seeing. So if you guys have maybe people in your group or maybe somebody that you know, this week you'll be able to come in here, put their link in, generate stuff for them, go into the demo that you made for them, and open up the share page and send that with your affiliate link, and then they could be on the wait list. And then when we launch, when they buy, that's attributed to you. So does that make sense for everybody?
That's every time we speak to Matthew, he's done something better than we.
I just like how visually this all comes out, because then they get to see all the different variants of the posts. They get to see what it would look like on different platforms. So it really gets them to understand how automated this could be for every single spot. There's nothing stopping you guys from going in here, doing this, and then just starting to copy paste this stuff to your social media. Because as you can see, if I click LinkedIn here, it says the best time to post it there, right? So I can just go through and go, okay, I'm going to save this and I'm going to just copy all of this and start posting. I don't mind if you do that. Paul and Eric, you guys mind?
No, go for it.
So as we're starting to get the scheduling stuff out, feel free to generate your own content through there, generate content for other people. There is going to be a limit on this to how many images and videos you can do a day. We're being generous with the images, not as generous with the videos, because they cost a lot of compute, and there's a lot of... The thing is if one person went out and generated 15 videos, it's going to slow the service down for every founder. So as we're growing, we're getting more compute so we can add more people, so things are speedier. So there's going to be a certain amount of videos you'll be able to generate a day. On images, we're super generous. It's going to be 30 or 40 a day, so you can really hammer it. But on videos, it's going to be 1 or 2 a day for right now. So that's the plan. So with that said, do you want to open it up
Yep.
for Q&A, Paul, or
So,
or Eric,
I'll
did
go
you have
through.
anything that you wanted to say? I saw Eric asked to be unmuted, so.
Or do you want to be unmuted? I think ask to unmute. There you go.
Not really. I just wanted to annoy you guys. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what he does to me every day. Go on.
No, I just want to say a big appreciation to Matthew because, when you're, we initially talked about like this officially launching at the end of the month, right? So, and then Matt's like, hey, I think I can get it by the middle of the month. And I'm like, well, great. That's 2 weeks ahead, right? But then he comes and he says, hey, what if I build this demo site out so people can actually, the founders can actually start creating some content now with it and putting some cool stuff together. So, so it's crazy, guys, and the level at which how quickly that this is happening. I mean, I think we just started talking to Matthew about this concept like 3 weeks ago. I mean, I'm just blown away, right? Paul and I have dealt with programmers and people that do things that, hey guys, I'll get this done in a month, and 3 months later we're begging them to finish something up. So the rate in which this is happening is unbelievable. But I just wanted to point that out and just say that you know this is version 1. So in my mind, I'm just excited because not only is version 1 going to be amazing, but with the things that we're talking about on the back end and what's coming with this system, it is going to be a one-stop shop for people to come in and not only get balanced content out on a regular basis throughout social media to help build your brand, build awareness around your product, service, opportunity, to generate those organic leads, but it's also going to be something that we're talking about. It's also going to be an outbound maybe scenario where we've got the hunter, right? That we're going out and potentially doing some outreach to people inside of your target audience, your niche, and that sort of thing, and bringing them back to your product, services, and opportunities. So all that's being discussed. It's amazing, and just can't thank Matthew enough. And then, of course, Robert. Having him on, it's just great working with these guys again. They are pros. They are awesome. I mean, the fact that Matthew's willing to jump on with you guys, even as you're using the demos, or when you start to get connected, is willing to jump on with you guys to make sure that you guys get set up and that all of your questions are answered. This is a place that over the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, we want everybody's feedback. Your feedback's extremely important, and that's from how's the user interface? Do you find this simple, that simple? The one thing I've learned about Matthew is he's not afraid to take. You throw him whatever you want. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Just throw it at him, because you got to remember, and I've learned this with Matthew, you're not just dealing with Matthew. So you throw something at him, you're dealing with Matthew, but you're dealing with his entire AI agents, right? That are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He's got an armada. He's got this like super brain. So there's not enough you can throw at this guy, and he'll be able to compute it, figure out and figure out what he can use to make it better and better and better. So that's why I think we're going to have an elite product. Every single month, the product's just going to get better and better and better and better and better. And it's already, in my opinion, an elite product. So that's all I got. I'll pass it back to you, Matt, and I guess we'll do the Q&A.
So I'll go through the list, but has anybody, well, first of all, do you like it, or are we on to a loser? Cool. Second, I just want to say Matthew's built in so many options, because like for guys like me, I like to control and stuff. But at its core, you literally can go, here's my link. You set up one time, here's about me. Here's what I promote. Just create content. And it goes and it does it. And we want you to click a button to approve it all, because compliance and stuff like that. And it's we don't want anybody coming to us going, well, it made this wrong. It's like, well, you could have just remade it. But we try to keep it very simple, but at the same time give you control. And Matthew is the sort of guy, he's like, yeah, I built this back office, and we look at it, and me and Eric are going, this is amazing. This is fantastic. And then unmute Matt. And then all of a sudden we've got a new back office that's even better.
Yeah, that's the funny thing is, like, in general, you guys, because there's this one period of time right now that's like the .com boom again with artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
And so for me, I was saying this even in chat, my goal is to always have Posting Pilot at the frontier of generating this type of stuff, right? So it's using GPT 5.5, the best version of it. It's using the best video model. It's using the best image generation model. And I want that to consistently go that way, because when you guys post content, it's very important that it converts. So
cool. Right, I'm going to go through the questions.
Yeah, Dad,
Paul,
did you have
Mr. Hollis?
Yeah,
Paul,
go for
if
it.
you don't mind, I'd like to say something quick. I have another Zoom. I need to do it in like 9 minutes, but I just wanted to share with you guys really quickly. First of all, I get a lot of credit for a lot of stuff that I've done. We've made over $60 million in the last 37 years, but more important, we've helped 68 people make over $1 million in a year. $1 million in a year. And Matt has helped me create over $5 billion in sales in that 37 years. And so I get a lot of credit. I'm the front guy that gets the trophies, that walks the stage. But people don't realize, from the time that the internet came on, Matt has created this stuff on social media that really, really gives me power, a lot of power. When you got, YouTube plaques, and Matt has got like 150 million views on YouTube. I could go on and on and on, and we've made money in every one of these categories. But Matt and I were talking about this yesterday, and I did this while we were on the Zoom. So I'm going to share this with you, and I just want to crack you guys up a little bit. So what I did is I've never used Gemini. Oh, that was my calendar. You guys need to see my calendar.
Don't forget to pick your laundry up.
But me and Matt were talking about this, and I just decided to just do this. Can you guys see this?
Tell me about Robert Hollis.
Yeah, so tell me about Robert Hollis, and there's a couple of doctors, but while I was doing this, and it's like, Mega Million Award, author of 2 books, Unlimited Wisdom is our platform that Paul and I and Eric all talk about bringing, because when Eric and Paul and I worked together in the past, they were the #1 marketers of what I was doing at that time, which was life coaching and teaching people how to do what I do. And of course, all the stuff was behind the scenes, but you guys can do this later. But what I did is I thought, okay, so, tell me a little more about Robert Hollis. And it's like, it goes into here saying how long I've been in the industry, how many millions I've made, how many people I've helped. And I just did this while we were sitting here. So why not go into a little further? And it's like, okay, tell me about this guy named Paul Turner.
Oh, no.
And it says, given content previously above, here's all the incredible about stuff that Robert Hollis and Paul Turner have done together in the past, and all his NLP training and everything that he's done in his website. And then I said, well, has Paul been successful? And it's like, absolutely. And then I went down here, and I just did this. And then I'm saying, I'm watching a Zoom with these people. Can you find me some information on Matthew Hollis? And just AI technology specialist. It just goes down through all of this, talking about Paul. And then I thought, oh my God, can you tell me a little bit about Eric Green? You know what I mean? It goes into Eric Green, often referred to the digital gangster, as work with Robert and Paul. I just thought this was pretty fun to be able to go through all this. And instead of us telling you, while I was watching this, I put that stuff in, and then a very last part, I put, hey, should I get involved in business with these guys? And it said, well, in the past, they've been involved in multi-level marketing and some affiliate programs, and you really need to make a decision, because that sometimes can be risky, and some people don't follow through. They don't follow through. They don't do as they're told. And then I said, well, this is not multi-level. This is a product called, Posting Pilot, having to do with digital content and posting. And they go, it came back and said, could timing be any better? So look at here's these four guys, what they've done in the past, what they've done, and again, I know you guys know this statement, and it's so powerful. I know that this is all happening for one reason, is two minds are better than one. And every time that Matt and I have worked with Eric and Paul, the stars just seem to align. It's very, my hair standing up on my on right now. And the only thing that I had other than putting Eric and Paul together with Matthew, because my wife gets credit. I said, listen, we got to find stuff for Matt to produce. Who do you think of? And she says, I just got an email from Eric Green. Because you guys know these guys are great marketers. And so I connected them together, like Paul said 3 weeks ago. And the only thing I've really put in the chat is that wouldn't it be awesome if we could be affiliates to a product and service that literally every entrepreneur in the world needed? It's not like it's like Matt was saying, you could call up a dentist or a plumber and go, do you have a social media manager? And they go, yeah. And well, how much you're paying him? $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month. Well, we have a product that you could use for $99 a month and totally replace them. That doesn't seem like a very hard pitch to me.
No.
and another thing is, hey, are you trying to make money in your affiliate program? Are you trying to make money in your network marketing program? Yeah, I have the solution for you. I have the answer. So thank you so much, Eric and Paul, for inviting me on here. Matt, you know I love you and I'm super proud of you. And so I got to get going and you guys can do the Q&A. I'm looking forward to watching the replay.
Thank you very much, Robert. And it's great to have you sort of behind the scenes pushing this forward, because without you, it wouldn't exist. So thank you very much.
Love you guys. Have a great day.
Cheers. Yeah, Robert always used to say, get in front of a moving train, like when something was happening, like he's been in the front of a couple of trends, and that's kind of where we're at now, because this was built to solve a problem. Never really intended to necessarily be an affiliate program right behind it. It was to solve a problem, is that most people struggle to produce consistent content, and we can never guarantee sales, but we can guarantee if you don't post stuff out regularly, you don't get any sales. That is a guarantee. So this can solve that problem. And because it's self-learning, because it does a mix of posts rather than just promo. And then like Eric said, we've got ideas for outreach as well coming on board. You know, keep an eye out. If this is the worst it's ever going to be, right? And we're blown away. So I'll go through the chat, but if you've got a question, raise your hand or drop it in the chat and we'll get, while Matt's on. Will we be able to use it on more computer? We already answered that. Yes, you can. What are credits? So everything you Dale, I'm sure you've seen stuff like AI, where it's like I've just run out of credits on Perplexity today. I got a nice email. You've used all your credits, so I need to buy some more credits for computing power. Matt called it compute there. So I need to buy more credits to be able to do more stuff with Perplexity, or just wait until I get billed again on the auto ship. So what's good about what we have is there'll probably be another level for like super users, or somebody asked about what about can it promote more than one business? Well, really that should be like $99 a month for each business, but we're not doing that. You'll just burn through your credits faster, and then if you need more credits, you'll be able to top up your credits, right? Video uses more than images uses more than text. I mean, we're pretty much at the point where text is basically free, aren't we? So right. Will it be able to interrogate blog posts? Yeah, Matthew answered that and showed where you would do that exactly. The price will go up to 1,000 because we added sound. We were thinking 2,000 a month. If you want to pay that, Dale, we'll send you a link. Create a special link for Dale, 1,000 a month. Right. How many businesses can you promote? As many as you like, but bear in mind it's going to cost you credits, Peter. Will YouTube be one of the options along with FB and Instagram, Matthew? Yes. So, I'll let you unmute if you want to chip in.
Yep.
Anytime.
Yeah, no. YouTube Shorts is like, once we get I get the workflow to a place where I feel confident that you guys are getting incredible video generations, then YouTube Shorts is like an easy YouTube Shorts and TikTok. I have like between those two platforms, I probably have over like my dad was saying, over 150 50 million views, I think. So before I even started doing this stuff, just for the fun of it, I was making content, right? Like I just grew up on YouTube and that type of stuff. So I love making content. So in general, I know in a sense, like what works and what doesn't as far as stopping people. And so that's what I'm doing behind the scenes for you guys, is engineering the prompts and the AI to give you the best results. So when the videos are great, then YouTube Shorts is an obvious one. But of course, if the videos are getting better and better, then you might not want to do YouTube Shorts, or you might want to. It's kind of like, the interesting thing about YouTube Shorts is it's a totally different audience than YouTube long videos. People don't really understand that. So if you're generating people on YouTube Shorts, these people are not like they're not following you for like you know what I mean? So like if you're expecting to get customers out of those things, you have to kind of make a different style of content. And that was one of the questions I saw. Is the content different based off of what platform? Absolutely. The way that the images are generated, the way that the videos are generated, 9:16 aspect ratio, 1:1 for pictures, or 9:16, 16:9. I'm just saying a bunch of numbers, right? But these are different types that each platform likes. So it's fully aware of what works for each one.
And also, like each platform, Matt was explaining to us, because like he's the whiz. But like with the APIs, like with X, basically you can just pay them and you can post to X. But with some of the other platforms, they're very picky about what you post with automation, how much you can post with automation and stuff like that. So Matt's got all that taken care of. Will it resize? Yeah, we've answered that. Matt's just answered that, Laura. Your Factory X is awesome. Well, the video looks good. The advertising looked good for it. So, will we have a video we can share? Matt has already made like a draft sales video that he sent us not long ago. But yeah. So, but to be honest with you guys, what will really sell it is what Matt showed you, where he said you'd be able to put anybody's link in, create content like focused on them, and send it to them, because Flattery will get you everywhere. So if you send them their own stuff, it will have your affiliate link. We'll push Matt to get the affiliate links like done ASAP, just so you know, Matt, because then you can all go out and you can start
like today
building. Yeah, today, do it today. But you can start building your list and everything, which is pretty good. Denise is awesome, guys. Thanks so much. Too excited. Don't get too excited. You might burst. It's amazing. Thank you, Bob. Unmute Matt. Done. Can this do all cover photos for all social media, Facebook, LinkedIn? Your cover photos, I would say not really. And I mean, maybe Matt could program it in, but for your cover photos and stuff, that should really be, this is for the posts, really. Anything to say on that?
I mean, like, I'll say this, you guys. Like, I'm crazy when it comes to this stuff. You say stuff like that to me, and I go, it's not out of the realm of possibility to have a spot that says generate a cover photo based off of all of my stuff and everything. That's not that hard for me to do. Okay. So like, I think that would be a good feature to add. So that's an example of why you should bring those things up.
So what might ultimately happen is it might be, hey, look, I've decided I want to sell these mugs. Happiness comes in waves. And maybe a future version of this might just go, okay, I've made your Facebook page, I've made you an Instagram, I've made this, I've made that, and everything's all set up. That might happen.
1,000,000%. I'm not going to sit here and be like promising you guys the world or anything, but artificial intelligence is getting to the point. I'm at the frontier of it. So my end goal is to put AI agents in the actual server with Posting Pilot. So you can actually, and this is going to sound crazy, it's not out of the realm of possibility very soon. This is more of a V2 or maybe even a V3 thing with Posting Pilot. When I was talking earlier about those different launches with different things, like I see V2 as being like the CRM aspect of it, right? Or the outreach aspect of it, like Eric was talking about. V3 is the build me a landing page version of it. And it takes all of that stuff. It creates the images, creates the videos, creates the copy, creates the post to promote the landing page, sets it on a domain name, like does all of those automated things, right? And then all you have to do is just click approve on the post. And now you're promoting a landing page for a product or affiliate link for a thing that you want. And it's generating the whole content to promote that for the entire week, right? And then it's taking all the analytics from the posts and the landing page conversions and then making and refining that stuff to be better.
Come on, guys.
It's really crazy. So
The opportunity.
so that's
here.
where it's going. It's and I'm excited for that because there's a lot of people that I've worked with that are you know, in general, when I'm working with Eric and Paul or with my dad and stuff, I get called the computer whiz kid, but I'm 34, right? So but the reason for that is that a lot of the people that I work with are in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. And I'm really good at using this technology to help them. Right? Like I said earlier, my grandmother is 89 years old. If she could use this stuff, then I've won. Right? My goal is to Steve Jobs this thing, right? To like really make it so you guys could share it with anybody and it's just useful. So
one thing we talked about, guys, that might happen is when you do your onboarding and it's asking you about you and your business, is that you just chat to it rather than it be typing. Just be, hey, my name's Paul. I've been doing this 15 years. I'm interested in NLP. I like this, and it will just have a conversation with you and record it all and do it that way. Hi Matt, will it be able to? So will we be able to load out your own API for the models being used in Posting Pilot?
That's a Bob question for sure. Bob's one of my people that I know.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think that would be a fun thing. I think 99.9% of people here don't even know what Bob's talking about. But basically what Bob's asking is if I want to just pay the subscription or if I just want to pay this one-time founder and then go get my own API key where I'm being billed by OpenAI or I'm being billed by who's generating the videos or stuff. Can I do that on my end? That can be a little bit cheaper, but it's a complex thing to do. Right? So yeah, the answer is yes. I always think that that's fun. And I think there's technical people that will be fun for, but that's going to be such a niche thing that I would say that that's a support ticket level thing. That's not something I'm going to put in the back office itself. So if you want to use your own keys and stuff, absolutely reach out to me and we can talk about it. But the goal is to be on the token system. That just works the best for the compute. So,
okay. So that's
if you want, I can explain what that is a little bit if you want, because I saw some questions on tokens.
Yeah, somebody asked. Okay, yeah, go for it. Yeah, keep it simple for me though.
Yeah. So when you guys joined as founders, right, or anyone else comes in as a founder, you're going to get a certain amount of founders tokens, $449 worth of them. This is the compute that you're spending, right? Now, on the founders tokens, these are limited for the exact same reasons that I said, to 30 images a day. And think about this. If you could generate 2 videos a day and you're scheduling posts out for the whole week, how many posts, you know what I mean? Like if you every single day generated 2 videos per day, you would have 2 video posts on your social media a day. How much more do you need, right? But if you want to spend more, we're going to have token packs that are not founders tokens. We're just calling them pilot tokens. And that's what everyone will use once they run out of compute or when you guys run out of founders tokens. So you'll never pay a subscription, but when you get to the end of that, there'll be token packs that are like $20 or whatever, and then you can buy more to keep going. The tech stuff and the scheduling stuff will always be free for you guys. The image stuff is almost at the point where it will be free forever for you guys. The video stuff will get there. It's just those videos that you guys saw cost $1 or $2 per generation. Sometimes even more, depending on how many references you have, all of those different kinds of things. So I'm doing all the wiring for you guys with that.
So, and then the people that are paying $99 a month, they'll be in the same boat where people have already said, can it do more than one business? Well, if you've got 3 businesses, like we've got HBA, we've got Exitus, we've got a couple of other projects in the background. So there's like 4 things. If we're doing 2 videos a day times 4, that's 8 videos a day. You know, we're going to burn through credits faster, aren't we? But things are getting, things should be getting.
Things are getting crazy. Like, I keep teasing Paul and Eric, right? So like, it's the 9th now. In like 2 weeks, Google's going to have their big AI event here in California, and they're going to announce another video generator that I'll immediately start implementing into Posting Pilot. That will be better than what you guys just saw and be probably cheaper. So expect better video results in launch. Like, I think the cool thing is they're going to release this in May. We're going to be playing around with the demo, and then June comes around on the 1st and we're already using the cutting edge video generation software for launch, like that's going to be so fun.
Yeah.
So,
and there's also playoffs sometimes. Like where I live, a lot of people in the summer will go to Crooklets Beach, and they have Lamborghinis and Ferraris. For some reason, it attracts like those sort of people. Sometimes. Beautiful car, the best you can get, expensive, scratches all down the side. Why? Because our lanes are very narrow with thorn bushes either side. So it's not the best thing for the job to drive to Crooklets Beach, right? And it's the same with video. Matthew was explaining, like Kling makes fantastic videos that are cheaper and probably good enough for most things. And you might be able to mix, it's like, well, do I want to pay for the absolute cinematic best ones? But these look great to me. So we can play around with that to keep it the best value for you as well. So you'll always have choice.
Yeah, we want your guys' investment that you've put in to last as long as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
So exactly what Paul just said, that's what I'm doing in the background. When you guys saw those 3 buttons, that's basically the difference. When you guys get that, you'll have a founder's token count. And if you just want to do quick stuff or like standard videos, that's going to be much cheaper on the tokens than doing, the one where you saw the ballerina flipping on the back of the whale and stuff. You know what I mean? That stuff costs a decent amount still, but it's going to go down, and you guys will reap the rewards of that.
And I mean, I brought a traction marketing course, and they teach shorts, right? Mm-hmm. But they do 8-second shorts. Well, we can do 15-second shorts, but if 8-second shorts work, do 8.
Attention span can be around that 8 to 15 range, and it's like interesting because when you think about YouTube Shorts, I know this from experience. I have one YouTube short that has 18 million views or 19 million views on it. It's 8 seconds long.
Yeah. So there you go.
So the thing is I've done ones that are 60 seconds. The platforms, the engagement or retention changes because people are like just trying to fast scroll. The moment they scroll off, it's getting the wrong indicators. That's what you guys are getting with me building the software, right? Is those knowing those things. So
Peter says 2 being the max with videos. I think that's just on the demo, Peter, just for the demo. If you want to go out and start promoting,
because we're not gonna. Sorry to interrupt you, Paul, but we're not gonna have packs of tokens unless if you guys really like. The goal is to have the demo and limit you guys to a certain extent. But if you reach out to me, we can try to figure out something if like you really need it or whatever. But the goal is to come out with all of the token purchasing stuff with launch, right? And to have you guys all be able to use the compute that we currently have before launch all equally. You know what I mean? Instead of having one person generating 15 videos and then one person only being able to generate 1. Everybody needs to have the same equal stuff. So yes, you can add your own videos.
Cool. Dale Donald says, help me build my email list. Well, you use the lead magnet as in effect, the product you're giving away. So like we promoted, like you've seen product demos on here, but that could easily be an ebook is the product that people opt in for. Because you when people DM you, you send them to whatever link you want, so you can do that. You want the $1 million in a year plan. So you go and search Robert Hollis, Unlimited Wisdom, and get your founder's spot. Will you be able to generate long videos for YouTube?
This is the age-old question I've gotten for a long time, right? It's going to get there, and when we get to the agentic part, the V3 that I was talking about, it is doable. The problem right now is it generates 15-second videos. You have to download them all and edit them together. The software at this current moment can take the end of one video and use it as the beginning of the other and keep the same soundtrack, same voice, same movement, everything. So that's doable. The thing that I'm currently working on, and it works, it's just another step down the line, is AI doing the editing for you. So basically what you would do is you would give it, and then it would generate all of these 15-second videos, or a 5-second video here for that shot, a 3-second video here, and then edit them all together and then give it to you. That is doable with artificial intelligence and with agentic AI. And I would say that like July, August is when I would probably start thinking of that existing.
There is a product called InVideo that does it with like stock footage and that, and I think they do some AI. Well, I know they did do AI.
Yeah, it's called, if you guys want to know, it's called Remotion. Is basically the agentic stuff that allows the agent to look at a bunch of video clips, understand the reference, and edit them together. You can even add captions and all that stuff. So
So, but that will probably come because if it already exists, Matthew can program it. So,
Hmm.
so yeah,
I've used it.
not
Yeah.
the problem to solve now is getting people to post regular content, and we know shorts give the biggest reach outside of your friends. You know the people that know you. So at the minute, that's what we're focused on for obvious reasons, and then getting it in the hands of people. Right? Could we use this to promote Posting Pilot itself? When you used to say that, obviously yes, and we've already got stuff planned to do that as well.
That
So
is one of those super fun ones. If I could just elaborate a little
go
bit on that, Paul. I was talking, I've worked in marketing and all of this stuff my entire life. I've been doing it since I was 8 years old. So, building websites, doing all those things, funnels. I have never created a product where it promotes itself. That it's freaky. So the thing is once we have the affiliate side in that back office and you guys have your affiliate links, yeah, you could totally generate and have Posting Pilot be promoted for you. Like it can automate knowing what content gets the most clicks for Posting Pilot, what promotes the best. It could use the things or the angles based off of the things that knows that already works on your social media to go after the people that are following you or in the groups that you're in. And that even too, like there's a couple of outreach things we're working on that Eric kind of teased for Facebook groups and stuff that is going to just, that product alone would be a big deal. And that on top of all of the other AI stuff is just going to crush. So I don't want to tease it too much because it's V2, but
yeah, already in. We're ahead, guys. We're ahead, and then Matthew's ahead of us. Like, so, and don't forget, Matthew gets the data on all of our. He gets all of our data, and he's a data geek. So he's like bar charts and everything. Right? Can you add your own videos? I think you answered that.
Yep, up
yes.
to, and it allows you to do that up to 8 seconds. So it will force you to trim up to 8 seconds. That's what the reference video can take. But it can take, say you shoot a selfie of yourself, right, talking. It can take that and it will replicate your voice. It will replicate your image, everything.
And
like
your
we were testing this through, your mannerisms too. We tested this and it got, we tested it on a couple of people, but it got this woman's smile, like the way that her teeth were. Exactly, her voice, her mannerisms, the way that she looked around. So that's where the technology is, where you can shoot one video where you like get all dolled up, you get your stuff on like you're going to church or something like that, and then you shoot a selfie that's 8 seconds, and now you have infinite content of yourself looking good, promoting anything. And then you can change your clothes and stuff. In that reference box, you could say, put me in a white tuxedo, and then you're in a white tuxedo, right? So
Laura says her head is spinning. She needs to grasp it, but if your head's spinning, you probably shouldn't start drinking so early, Laura. I know it's still early. Denise.
Yeah, it's still early here for me. So
Denise, so happy to know I still have a chance at my age. Well, again, Denise, problem solving. This will ultimately post better than I post because it self-learns, right? That's the point, right? Laura, that's awesome for us older people. Thank you. I don't think you were that old, Laura. Thank you guys for creating this from Will. That's not bad. I don't know what that in reference to tokens or whatever, but yeah, it's good stuff. Kenny, awesome source. Coach Bob, have you ever thought about turning this into a full social media marketing agency? Businesses could simply buy a complete done-for-you package from you where everything is totally hands-off on their end. Yes. Keep watching this space, Coach Bob.
yep.
Yeah, we've already got good ideas for that. But we've got to get this out first, right? So me and Eric are like it as well. We're like, we could do this, we could do this. We go off a million things, and Matt's the same. We
get on a Zoom and we're on there for like an hour and a half, and when we get off, I'm like, I give all the notes to my AI, and we're up to like V6 in ideas. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah. So thank God you got a lot of AI agents, right?
And it won't take that long to do those. It's like a new version a month with new things coming out.
So guys, you know what? What I see, one of the biggest opportunities I see here is this allows you to do your online stuff, but also go out in the real world and get like people with a genuine need. And I'm not being funny about our industry here, but at the end of the day, people want to make money online, and there's a million things they can do. If I'm a pizza place and I need more people in the door, that's a very simple problem, and now we're offering a very simple solution. The opportunity is probably bigger for, like Coach Bob says there, to offer it to businesses. Like I say, I did SEO, search engine optimization. I used to work with a carpet cleaner. He works 12 hours a day, gets home, he's knackered. He's not going to sit and do his social media, right? Plumbers, they work all day and then they go out quoting at night. They haven't got time to do social media. I used to work a 60 hour, well, I used to work at least 50 hours a week and be out on the road. Eric did as well. It's probably why we sort of gel. We had a similar experience of working bloody long hours. You know, I used to have to drive an hour and a half up to 3 hours to go to my area. I was like an area manager, and we still made it work. But boy, did we give up on sleep and family events and stuff like that. Now, God, if we had this Monday morning before I go to work, set it off, check it at lunchtime, approve the posts, done for the week. That doesn't mean to say I'm still not going to do my own stuff if I get a good idea and be on camera a bit myself. That's up to you guys. But wouldn't it be great to know that how often do we hear me and Eric say consistency and any other marketer? Consistency, consistency, consistency. Right? And it's hard to be consistent. Not anymore. Not anymore. Well, not from the 1st of June. Awesome sauce. Thank you, Kenny. Debbie, that was great. Got to go. Bye, Debbie. Do we need a new FB account? No, you don't need a new FB account, but at the minute it will only post to business pages. But probably personal.
So the way that Facebook and Meta does it is, and I've done this with my dad forever. This is the way that we do it, right? So we would schedule out all of these posts, and I'd create all this stuff from scratch before AI could do all of it, right? And we would schedule it all out on a business page, because the cool thing about a business page is you can run advertising to it. So if that's another element that you want, which is another, once again, to tease, another V is allowing the AI to run ads to your stuff for you. But in general, the way that the easiest way to do it is just to have it on your business page and then share it to your personal page. And so you get like the best of both worlds. You get the promotion on the business page. If someone looks you up, they have like the clean professional stuff, but then you're still promoting to your personal following. So you like get the best of you're like double dipping on likes, comments, shares, all of those different kinds of things and engagement. And Facebook and Meta see that as more valuable. So, sharing stuff on those platforms is one of the biggest ways to get engagement. So when you share the post and then other people share the post, that's the goal, right? More than anything else. So that's why like making certain content that's funny or fun or interesting based around what you guys are doing too, you want people to comment, and it gets addictive, right? Like I've tested some of this stuff, and people are like, I've never gotten more comments and likes on my posts before. So like they're opening it up and they're going like, I love this. Like I'm going to keep doing this because I keep having all these notifications of people saying that was funny or this is awesome or I want to know more or whatever it may be. So.
Cool. Eric, sorry, I didn't see your messages because I was reading these out. So you wanted me to unmute you. I'm guessing you're going to chime in here.
Well, so big picture. Okay. I mean, obviously, I think this is going to be an amazing tool to promote your product, services, and opportunities. But just have that big picture as well. This is going to be an income producer as well. It's going to build a residual income for you guys that decide to leverage it. But just thinking big picture, right? So I think it was Kenny that asked, can I use it to promote Postpilot? Well, yeah, obviously, we haven't even set up our YouTube channels, all of our social, all of our branding. We haven't even started marketing this yet, right? We've got to still prepare all that as we're marketing. So like Matt said, as we're doing that, like I told Matt in a mastermind, I said, how cool would it be just for the member to not even have to think about actually promoting posting Pilot on social if they just clicked a button in the back that said, hey, I'd like to promote this. Right. Mm-hmm. And then all of the very best content that we are already testing, right, is going to be what we're posting for you, right, to get the best results possible. So you're not even having to think about it. You're clicking a button or just saying, yes, do that. And then we're intelligently incorporating those posts out to your socials, right? Now, on top of that, you mentioned, businesses. And you say, well, Eric, how I'm in I'm in home business. How would I approach a pizza guy? Now imagine this, right? V2, V3, as we're talking about with the outreach side. Let's say I live in Jacksonville, Florida, right? I'm out of the country now, but that's where I grew up. And I just want to promote to local small businesses in my market. Imagine if there was a way through the system, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but this is what we're talking about, that I could pull in like small businesses local. I go to a Facebook group that maybe is in my area that has 10,000 small businesses in it, right? So instead of clicking and going, talking to those people one after one after one, DMing each one, right? What if I could pull all that information into a CRM inside this system? And what if now the system could do the outreach for you to those businesses? These are the kinds of things we're talking about and trying to expand this from just, oh, this is something that's going to help me build my home-based business and make money in the home-based business. But oh, wait, this is something that I may be able to potentially take to small businesses, mid-sized businesses globally, or, globally. And now we have this 18-month sort of, see, every business out there now has heard of AI. They're thinking of AI. Maybe they've played with ChatGPT, but they don't really, they're not, they're there, but they're not quite there where, and it's coming where they're like, we have to be using AI. Who do we go to? Who do we, where do we go? So we're at the forefront of that. So I think there's tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of potential customers out there outside of this world. And so that's going to be there. And then obviously, and we've talked about this, there'll be a section inside a Posting Pilot. So let's say one of your clients, let's say it's a pizza guy or it's a mid-sized company, they see there's an opportunity at an enterprise level. So maybe they want to go deeper with this, right? And they decide to contact, Matt, they decide to contact the company and says, hey, I want this can you do this and build this and all this other stuff out? Well, that is going to eventually be there, and you guys will be commissioned for that. Like if they decide to, contact the company, get with Matt and decide, hey, I want all this done. And Matt says, okay, well, this is a $20,000 build or whatever, right? A high ticket, mid ticket. You're going to benefit from that financially as well. So we want everyone in the system to be able to have all these different ways to make money outside of just using it to promote and build your current business opportunities. So I just wanted to throw it out there because this is more than just like a little tool to help us go post content and generate traffic. It's going to be much, much bigger than that when it's all done. So I'll ask you this.
I was saying with Eric, I was saying it's like I'm driven. My end goal is a Super Bowl commercial. I was joking with them, but I'm serious. It's like I want, when somebody thinks about starting a small business and having their social media be run, I want them to think about starting with Posting Pilot. Like that should be a no-brainer for them. And so my goal is to turn this into a brand people know and trust to run their social media with AI. And so we're at the ground floor of that, right? So think of this long term as AI grows, as we're at the forefront of it, as all of, like Eric was saying, all these businesses start to realize, and they are going, okay, like I'm going to, if I have to focus on being on the frontier of artificial intelligence and running my mom and pop shop, I'm going to lose. So they're aware that they need somebody to focus on this because it's just too much going on to do both. So my goal is to make sure this part is solved for you guys and for those businesses so you can focus on the customers in the heart of your business, connecting with people. Because the one thing that AI can't replace is that. So as all these new changes are happening and we're growing this and you guys start making income off of it, start using it and stuff, my goals with it and Paul and Eric's are vast, right? It's to make it into something that really benefits people and benefits small businesses and kind of takes away them losing with AI instead of winning with it. So there's a lot of AI people out there, like Paul was saying. It's like you can go in and get commissions for those businesses, for those build outs too. I'm so glad that you shared that, Paul or Eric, because in general, I don't think that there's too small or too big of a business for Posting Pilot, if that makes sense. I think network marketing companies will start paying us to use Posting Pilot. Like, I think that it's not in the realm of impossibility for that to be the case, or other companies or in general. So thank you so much, Eric. Thank you, Paul. Is there any other questions that were in there?
Yeah, guys, we've been on an hour and a half, so attention spans and stuff. So anybody got any
Right.
final questions? Now's the time, and we'll let Matthew go because he needs to get programming. So
Yeah. Did you guys want to talk at all about possibly making a Facebook group for everybody to get all the founders in, or is that something?
Would you all appreciate if we made a Facebook group that we could add you all in, and then Matthew will be in the group as well? Now, I'm going to say I'm going to say, listen, right? I'm hesitant because every time we hassle Matthew, I mean, me and Eric end up being on an hour with him at least. And obviously he's trying to work. So we'll set the Facebook group up, but can you just like, don't expect Matthew to answer straight away. Okay. So we will set the group up. In fact, if you,
Well, I was gonna say I appreciate you saying that, Paul. I still have an 11-month-old, so
yeah,
you know, and I work from home, so there is a lot of other variables for any of you parents out there. It's been the best thing to ever happen to me, but you know, it's the reason Posting Pilot and stuff like this exists. Is like I really want to build something that grows for all of us. Like I just appreciate you guys seeing the vision and seeing where we're going with it, not just for the ways that you can use it, but for the ways that you can promote it. And like, I cannot wait to be sending out tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands in affiliate commissions for Posting Pilot. I believe that people will go to businesses and make a full-time income just doing that one thing that Eric said, like just with Posting Pilot. And that's exciting to me because
Hey, Matt.
in a lot of ways, it's like AI is taking a lot of stuff away from people. This is a way to recapture all of that. So
Matt, what can the founders expect next? Are they going to get an email with logins to the demo so they can start creating some content? What's the plan?
So starting this week, the plan is, what is today? Today's Friday, right? So by Monday, probably sooner because I'm crazy. So I'll be working on it once I get off of here. But I got to make sure all the affiliate link stuff works. So everything's tracked, everything's working correctly for you guys. So the first step is you guys will get an email over the weekend for onboarding. Some of you guys went through the first onboarder. We've now made an even better one. So you'll go through that onboarding, give all the information that you can. When you get to the end of it, if you still feel like you need help, like I said, you'll be able to click a button to schedule a Zoom with me. We'll get on for like 30 minutes. I'll help you with anything that was not working with the onboarding. So then we have your full company profile or anything in there. Right, it's Saturday. And so we'll have all of that in there. And then the demo will be out by Monday for you guys to use and promote with the affiliate link stuff that I was talking about. So think of it this way. Weekend is for onboarding. Monday is when you're gonna be able to start generating stuff and promoting it with your affiliate link. Does that make sense to everybody?
And talk about the affiliate link. When you say promoting it, so if somebody's interested, obviously they're not coming in as a founder, but let's say when we do the public launch and it's the monthly, is it going to be tracked back to that? How's that work?
So every single person in here that's a founder will have their own code and affiliate link. I already have it in the system. You guys just don't have use for them yet because there isn't the pages that exist until now. But this stuff like this, right? So every single person will be in this demo and they'll be able to click on gallery. Anyone that starred stuff that was good will be here. And then you can either use your own demo. So if I go to mine, I could click this one, open share page. And this will just say share. And this will show all of the stuff, but it will have a box here that says join the wait list, right? And it will be tied to you affiliate wise. So when they type their email in that with their name, it'll be like, you're on the wait list now for the launch of Posting Pilot. We're saving that information so we can email them when we launch. And then when we do launch, all of that stuff will go towards you. Like you're basically locking them into you early, if that makes sense. So when we do launch, all of the email campaigns, all of the stuff that we're doing on our end to push, that will all be used by you guys if you get more people on the wait list here. So when we get like $99 members here or there, or whatever, we can immediately start emailing you guys that you're getting upgrades.
So what we want to be doing is you want to be promoting, if you want to promote this, like I say, the aim is to solve a problem of people not posting consistently. And this, you know, you can see how close we are. The scheduling is easy. Matthew's really focused on creating the content and getting it out.
Yep.
Then we can start going to like Meta and everything. And Matthew's already got contacts because of previous jobs he's done to get it in. So it won't auto post day one, unfortunately. But you can't go to Meta and say, yeah, I just want to create something to automatically post to you. They go, well, what is it? How does it work? And all that. So
Yeah, I actually have to shoot a video and show the whole
yeah,
process.
yeah,
How you guys are posting, how you're approving the posts and everything, and then I have to sit down with a person from Meta and go over it to get that approval. And that's just to stop, we've all been on Facebook, how many spammers are out there, right? Those are bots. So they don't want that to be like millions of bots. So
yeah.
that's a way to
So
stop it.
but me and Eric, we do sometimes, we'll do what's called a crush campaign. And what happens is this is the launch date. It's the 1st of June. That is when it's happening, guys. Right? That is the 1st of June. Right? So it gives you time to keep promoting. And what happens is people will go, what is it they're doing? Oh, I don't know if I want that. They're showing that thing again. What again? What is it? Oh, I don't know. But now I see that somebody else is joining. Oh, maybe I ought to take a look. Nah, it looks like a load of rubbish. I don't think that's for me at all. Well, I don't know though. I don't know. Let me look at. And as it gets nearer and nearer the date, they go, "Well, I've only got a couple of days now. I better really have a serious look." So people will take notice if you just keep putting it out there, and then hopefully on the 1st of June, it's 35%, so it's 3 and 3. So if you refer 3 people, you've covered your costs. So, wouldn't it be great on the 1st of June to wouldn't it be great on the 1st of June to have your month? Well, you guys are founders, not monthly for you, but wouldn't it be great to make like 99 a month out of it?
Yeah,
Rather
no,
than do
I want to
days.
see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know people, like, I have a few people from our group and stuff in here too, but Bob's one of them, and I've been going back and forth with Bob. Bob's already got pages built. He's like a more technical, tech savvy SEO guy, but he's like, dude, this is a slam. Anybody I've shown this to as an affiliate program is like, there ain't, I'm going to my dentist this week. I'm going to talk to him about it. You know what I mean? So it's like crazy. So yeah, I'm just super excited about it. I'm grateful that all you guys see the vision and see what we're trying to do here and where we want to go with it. And I can't wait to see not only what you guys create, but how much money you make and the results you get. So
Right. Well, I'm going to call it to an end because there's no more questions. So Matthew, get to work.
yep, getting those affiliate links out.
Yeah, thank you, Matthew. Really appreciate you. You're working really,
Thank
really
you guys
hard
so
for
much.
everybody. And also, guys, I just want to, it would be, I know Robert might be a little bit biased, but Robert Hollis likes it, right? Was it 30 odd years in the industry, made 60 million. If it was rubbish, I think he might have said something, and far from it, he's enthusiastic about it. So we've got that behind us as well. Eric, do you want anything to say, and I'll close before I close it out?
Just keep in mind we have 3 more Zooms just like this for the next 3 Saturdays. The last one's on the 30th, so we'll meet every Saturday leading till the launch, which will be the 1st. So you're going to see all this roll out in real time and be
Yep,
able to
and you guys will get
participate.
emails for those, by the way. You'll get
Yeah,
emails on how to join those and stuff. So
So
with the
game
Facebook
on.
group and everything, it'll be great. So
Yeah.
Yeah, game on. So that's it. Let's everybody. Man, I don't even know. I'm just blown away too. So we talk
yeah,
to
I
this
got to
guy
get to
every
work,
day.
so I got to get
Yeah,
off
yeah,
of
yeah,
here.
yeah. Right. Okay, guys, thanks a lot. Appreciate you attending. And there's 11 spots left if you're not already a founder. I'll just leave that there. Okay, guys. Cheers.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Postingpilot.ai. Postingpilot.ai. That's where you go. I should have said that at the start. Postingpilot.ai. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, guys.